So welcome back to Mad Dog TV. We're going to do a little workout here that I told a friend about, but she wants to have some video on it, so we're going to do a video. It's a really great way to just reset, and it's for any athlete, really for any athlete. So these are just my picks. If you want to come in and we can work at a little assessment thing and get some things that work for you, but these seem to be working for a lot of people, so I'm going to go ahead and talk to them. First is what we just call a side rainbow. So it's a version of this lying T. So you're going to pull your knees up here, belly button towards the ground, hips are off the floor, and you're just going to come back here. Now when the opposite shoulder starts coming off the ground, come back the other way. You should be able to talk, laugh, breathe through this whole process. With my metric for this is your band on your shorts or your tights or whatever it is off the floor or very close to being off the floor. And again, talking and breathing through this whole thing, super important. I'm going to say there's 6 exercises. I'm going to say do each of these 6 times. There's nothing scientific about that. It would be helpful if you have a test through all of these to do the exercise, test your squat, for instance, or something like that. But for this person, I think they should test with the squat or the lunge. But that's going to be part of it. So the next thing is what we call the Turkish get-up pushover. I don't have a really good name for this. It's been really helping a lot of people. You're going to lie on the ground, hand up over your head this way. This leg is in Turkish get-up position, so it's off to the side of the hip a little bit, and then out adducted, abducted, just about 10 degrees. So it looks something like this. And then what we're going to do is you're just going to use the glute right here to press your whole body over. You want to keep this knee up towards the ceiling as much as you can, and then you want to test that stability by reaching out this way. Now if you want, you can make this more flowy, and then you can just roll yourself over. Okay, that's the pushover. Then side egg roll, always awesome, super helpful for people. So again, belly button down to the ground, hips off the ground. Hold your knees, cradle your knees this way, pull from the back. And so you've got some isometric tension of pulling out with your arms and then pulling in with your legs. Wherever you want to go, just tilt your head that way. And this is called side egg roll. This is another original strength type movement. And then again, like I said, you might want to test with the squat or lunge here again. And then we're going to do a little bit of a workout, and the workout is going to be just a plank walkout. So you're going to be in this way. You can start it if you want in the kind of a Hindu squat, like some nice back extension. Walk your hands forward. Walk yourself back. You can Hindu squat if you want or not. If you feel like you have a push-up, you can always do a push-up. The thing that's unique about this is you want to have a little bit of posterior rotation with your hips, right? So you want to roll your hips, the bottom part of the top part of your hips backwards. You want to be able to press into the ground hard enough so that your spine comes up between your shoulder blades, and you want to have just a little bit of extension in your neck. And then the last thing is just rocking. You can be here like this. Take your hands, this is all hands, hardly any legs. You're going to press yourself back. Make sure you have a little bit of arch here. And then you're going to pull yourself forward. Make sure your elbows are straight. Have a little extension in your neck. and you're just going to breathe through that whole piece right there. The trick to this is, how do you get your spine between your shoulder blades up towards the ceiling, this loose-ish, right, and elbows straight. That's the thing to work on. So you might not be able to go all the way over this way, but that's okay. Just going to here is good enough. The main thing is you got to keep your elbow straight, because otherwise if they start bending, then they start trying to stabilize when your shoulder should be stabilizing. So give that workout a try. 6 exercises. Do each 6 times. If you want to do that the plank walkout and the rocking for 3 or 4 rounds, do that. Make sure it's on some sort of a time component, like on the 2-minute, so that you can give yourself enough rest in between. So each of the reps are just perfect. All right, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.